Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Next Goal Wins, where today we're talking about the game that happened yesterday, Leicester against Norwich. And for anyone who was there, surely one of the most satisfying wins of the season. This game felt a lot like the Bournemouth game earlier in the season. 0-0, a team have come to defend against us and we can't break them down. But this story has a happy ending because the man they call Leonardo, number 23, goes in the final minute and scores in front of a cop end to send everyone delirious. And what a moment it was, because like I said, it was a really frustrating game. We couldn't break a Norwich team down which came content to get a point out of it. We couldn't break them down for 89 minutes, but eventually we did, and it's the biggest win of the season in my eyes, because it's games like this. A lot of people around me were saying, you know, at the end of the season it could still be a crucial point if we just got a point, but it was games like that against Norwich at home where if you really want to be serious title contenders, you have to win. And it's all well and good people say, you know, this is what champions do. They win with last minute winners. But more than anything, it's a gut check time, innit, for the team to say, if you want to win the league, lads, this is when you have to do it. This is when you have to score. I mean, Ranieri, credit to him, put on the substitutions he needed, went attacking, took off Amity, brought on Ulloa, so right back for a striker, and it worked. I mean, he brought him on and he did a job. He scored the goal he needed to do. And N'Golo Kanté limped off, which was a bit of a worry, but luckily it looks like he's going to be back, if not for Tuesday night, then pardon me, in time for the weekend, so that's good news on all fronts for that. But yeah, it was like Yves said, with 10 minutes to go, when Amity came off, Ulloa came on, we went attacking. Albrighton played right wing back, and Schlupp almost left wing back, but Fuchs, sorry, almost left wing back, but very attacking. It was positive to see what we were willing to risk losing 1-0, which, I mean, we could have done. We had a few chances near the end, and a very good chance in the first half by Jerome ahead, which just missed the front post. But I mean, from sitting where I do in my stand, it looked like it was in the whole way it left his head. But no, with 10 minutes to go, brilliant to see that we were willing to go all out, because Ranieri knows how important a win is against Norwich, and we managed to get the win. So let's talk about a few chances in the game then. So they came, Norwich, like I said, to get a point. They played a back 5/back 3, but most of the time a back 5, with Jerome as the one outlet ball, Redmond and Brady kind of on the wings as an outlet ball. But apart from them, really looking to dominate the midfield, keep us narrow, which they did very well, and nullify the threat of Jamie Vardy, which again I think they did well on the day. Vardy didn't have a sniff really until that final minute when he got a touch on Ulloa's crucial goal, and there was only one ball over the top really which caught Norwich out. So Norwich, if we're being honest, I think came and probably deserved a point on the day. They were as good as us on the day, and it was one of our poorest performances. But Arsenal, they always score late and you feel sorry for the other team. United in the 90s always would score late and you feel sorry for the other team. This is our time to do it. This is our turn. People saying, oh, our name's on the trophy because we've done it. I'm not going to go that far, but a lot of the roads leading in a positive way still. And to come back from an Arsenal game where everything went wrong to a game where we got the late break and it all went right for us was just wonderful. Ulloa, for me, I've given him a lot of kind of stick this season for below average performances, subpar performances, but came on and he did well at the back post. I mean, instinctively sticking out his left foot to tap it in, especially after the touch Vardy got on it, but from out the stadium you couldn't really tell that he'd got a touch on it, but obviously decisive looking back at it. Ulloa prods it home, wheels away, 1-0 in the 89th minute. I mean, we nearly conceded after that. I remember seeing Schmeichel heads on to other players, and we nearly did concede after that. Bamford had a shot inside the penalty area which just flew wide, hearts in mouth moment. And then, obviously the moment everyone was dreading, a free kick in the last second of the game, Ozil to Welbeck-esque. Schmeichel comes this time, catches it in the air, falls down to his knees, game over, final whistle, 1-0. We go 5 points clear of Arsenal and Tottenham, who played today, or might have played by the time you're watching this, but 5 points clear as of recording this, and it's still an unbelievable feeling. But Tuesday night again will be important. West Brom, the same as Norwich. I think we've got to win that game and keep applying this pressure on the teams around us. Teams will drop points. Let's try and make sure we're not one of them. Quickly now, player ratings. I'm going to give a 6 to Casper. His distribution was a bit poor. and a few times where we tried to counter-attack early, threw the ball out to a Norwich defender or attacker, however you want to look at it. So a bit poor distribution, but save-wise didn't put a foot wrong. Right back, Amity on his debut, obviously. I think Amity did quite well. Not really a right back, I'm sure his position was a bit poor at times, but as a debut, very, very solid performance. A 6 for Daniel Amity. Left back, Christian Fuchs. It's a 7 for me. Fuchs was brilliant in the first half. Kind of game got away from him a bit in the second half going forward, but still, as always, had a positive impact on the game. So 7. It's an 8 for Robert Huth for me. It was close to being the same as the man next to him. It's an 8 for Robert Huth. Solid as always dependable and always reliable. But next to him, my man of the match, Wes Morgan, 9 out of 10. Didn't put a foot wrong the whole afternoon. Crucial blocks, comfortable at the back, becoming a real leader in terms of Premier League centre-half, not just Leicester City's captain and centre-half. So a 9 for Wes Morgan for me, and really getting in that bracket now of talking about Leicester's player of the season, up there with Vardy and Mahrez and Conte. I think Morgan's been that influential for us. Right midfield, let's go for Riyad Mahrez next. Mahrez, I'm going to give him a 6. Created quite a bit, but at times looked like really lucid and out of the game as a passenger. A game passed him by, was happy to be that, didn't grasp hold of a game, did it a few points, which is why he gets up to a 6, but didn't put his impetus on the game that we've seen from him in games this season. On the left hand side, Albrighton's a 6 from him as well. Obviously set the goal up with his assist, but apart from that, he works hard, we can't deny him that, but his link-up play and his passing wasn't quite up to scratch, and his cross selection can be poor at times. In the midfield, N'Golo Kanté and Danny Drinkwater, I'm going to give them both 7. I thought they did well against the midfield, which could easily have overrun them with numbers, but Drinkwater very good in the first half. Kanté solid the whole game. Drinkwater second half wasn't as good, but still was influential, played a pass leading up to the goal, so both of those get the same rating. Okazaki for me, it's a 6. Held the ball up pretty well, but never looks like scoring a goal. Always his problem has been this season. Link-up play not bad, but needs to get something else to his game. Needs to look more like a goal threat, like the man next to him, Jamie Vardy. It's a 6 for him as well. It looks more like a goal threat, but didn't have any opportunities today, so couldn't give him any higher, even though I'd love to. So they're my player ratings. Obviously for the bench, I'm going to give Ulloa an 8. I'm going to give King a 7. And I'm going to give Schlupp a 7. I thought Schlupp was very good when he came on. I thought King did a solid job. Nice to see Jeff come back after 3 months by way. And Ulloa obviously got the goal, so he gets the 8 rating. And to be honest, his link-up play when he came on was pretty good as well. Having said that, I'd still start Okazaki on Tuesday against West Brom. Everyone get yourself down to the King Power if you've got a ticket. Let's make some noise for the boys. Let's hopefully extend our lead at the top of the Premier League table in March. Who would have thought it? Certainly not me, and I'm sure not many of you out there. Please leave your comments down below, let me know what you thought of the game. Please like the video as always, and please subscribe so you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one.